Hello, everybody. Hi, guys. Sup, nerds? Maybe that's how I should just intro it. Sup, nerds. Let's make it official. Sup, nerds. So today, hopefully you're not offended because I'm including myself in that. Anyway, obviously my thing is so nerdy me, so I wouldn't be using it in an offensive way. Anyway, we have our coffee. I'm chilling, maxing, relaxing. I'm so excited for today's video. As you guys saw, we will be doing my April TBR. I was gonna say for the month of April. Obviously for the month of April. I'm so excited. I think two of the books I didn't read in, like on my March TBR I didn't read. But hopefully this month I read all of my TBR. There's one I might not read, but that's because there's another book I might want. But we'll see. Anyway, give this video a thumbs up if you guys like this, if you like March TBRs, well, if you like April TBRs, if you like TBRs, give this video a thumbs up. If you like talking about books, you want to be a nerd, then definitely hit the subscribe button. I'm hopefully gonna eventually create some movie content as well. Just right now there's so much book content that I want to get out. And I'm only posting once a week. Normally this week is a little special because last week my video did not upload. It was freaking a pain in the neck. So this week I uploaded twice, but normally I just upload on Thursdays. And it's been working really great. You guys have seemed to be loving a lot of these videos. So let me know what kind of content you want to see, what else you want to talk about. But eventually, hopefully, we'll dip into some movies as well and just chat it up, you know? Lots of combos about all this stuff, even TV shows if you're wanting to. But anyway, so yes, we're going to be talking about books I want to read in the month of April. If you guys don't know what a TBR is, it is to be read. The books I want to read in April. So let's just jump in because I'm talking a lot. I love to talk. And like today I was like, after I filmed I filmed a makeup video, I was like, oh my gosh, thank God I get to keep talking and keep filming and all this stuff because I'm loving it. Anyway, there's only most of these books. Okay, let me backtrack. This month I'm on a no buy across the board. So no food. I'm not buying any food out to eat. Mostly, me and my friends want to, like, we've planned a few days already that we were going to go out, so I'm not going to go back on that just because I want to do a no buy, and whatever, so it's fine. But like, no fast food, nothing like that. I also don't want to buy any books. I'm also not buying any makeup. So, and then hopefully nothing else. Maybe what tends to happen is when I go on a makeup no buy, I buy a bunch of books. And this month, I just don't want to do it. I just want to see where my like bank account is if I bought nothing extra. And so it's a huge challenge because I have so many books on my wish list right now, which I think might be a video we do in the month of April, like what books are on my wish list, because I have so many and you guys can help me pick which books I should actually buy. There is one book I will be buying in the month of April though, only one, but that's because Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez, my favorite author, comes out on April 11th, and I don't want to not get it and then it like not be able to get it because the next month, because she's my favorite author, like I'm getting that book. It's been in my cart, like in my favorites since for like months now. Me just patiently waiting for it to return. But like, I don't know if you guys can even see like all books. Wow, okay, scroll. Books. Hold on, wait, let's load more. Books. Not books, but books. So many freaking books that I'm like, okay, so I will be buying eventually, but for right now, again, we gotta put them on pause. Again, we're gonna buy Yours Truly. So that is one book that I may, if I buy it and get it in time, and I'm not currently reading a book, I might end up reading that one instead of one of these books or in addition to. But I did pick 6 books. I don't know how people read more than this a month. I've seen so many different like formats for a TBR, like the templates, and there's like 9 books, 10 books, and I'm like, girl, like I barely have time to read the books that I have, and it's just because obviously I'm doing, like, I gotta edit, I have to film, there's so much I have to do. It's like, do I really have time to freaking read a whole, like, more than this many books? I can read a book in, like, a day if I want to, but that's, again, a really max day, like, chilling, not doing anything else, so That's very, very rare. So we have 6 for now. Again, maybe we'll up it. June, I found a good template that had a bunch of the months, but they didn't have a June 6 book template. So they only had a 9 book template. So I was like, maybe for June we'll read 9 books, but I don't know. That's my birthday month. So I definitely will buy a lot of books, but I don't know if we'll be reading all of them. Anyway, now that you guys have been waiting for 6.5 years, let's jump in because I've been talking for 5 freaking million years. So the first book I want to read, this was a rollover from my March TBR. This is the People We Meet on Vacation from Emily Henry. I like Emily Henry's books a lot. I could see myself purchasing more from her. I just am excited to read this. This will be the first month the book I read because I didn't read it last month, and I'm like, okay, girl, you gotta read it. I'll probably start that tonight. I'm very excited about this book. It's so funny. Every time I see New York Times bestseller, they're like, how is every book a New York Times bestseller? Literally a New York Times bestseller. Okay, this is just the best-selling art there. It's a new 3 out of these 6 books are New York Times bestsellers, but I'm excited to read it. I honestly don't want to read the back because I like to read it in the store when I'm purchasing or like online, and then I'm like, okay, I'll read that. I'll like that, and then I get it, and then I usually forget because I'm currently reading something else, and then I forget what the book back is about, and then I find out in the way, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's so good. So I'm not gonna read the back, but I'm very excited to read this. It's a pretty hefty book. I mean, not gonna lie, it's 300. How many pages are you? 386, 387 books. That's pretty a hefty chunky book, and the writing is not like overly large. It's a nice writing, so I'm excited to read that. Again, I like her books, and I'm excited for vacation, so we're going with that. Okay, number 2, the second book I want to read is Ali Hazelwood, Love on the Brain. So she wrote Love Hypothesis. Yeah, the Love Hypothesis, which is her best-selling book. This one is not. But I'm excited to read this. I love the Love Hypothesis. It was so freaking good. She's a really fun writer, and I think has this like it's more of a comedic relief kind of thing going for her, which I really appreciated. Like, you can just see by the title, like, this is gonna be so freaking funny, and I'm very excited about this. I mean, by the cover. And so I'm excited to see what is in this, like, what she has going. I love her writing as well. Again, this one it's not like it's a nice writing size. Let me see how many pages there are. There are 352, so again, pretty chunky, but like, I feel like the Emily Henry, this book, like, looks a lot bigger. I don't know. But I'm excited to read that one. I'm so excited. Again, the other book that I read was so freaking good. So these are like repeat authors here. Again, these books, besides those 2, most of these are books that I've had. I wanted to reread a few books this month because obviously I wasn't buying any new ones, and I don't have too many new ones right now. So I was like, okay, let's see. But we also there's some like series that I've been holding on to that I haven't started that I want to start. So for right now, these are the only 2 like new books, like new books that I'm reading this month. But that'll be fun. So I wanted to read them first. This one I've been holding on to for so long. This is I Am Number 4 by Patika Slor. I loved this movie, and I just have hopes that this book is so much better. And there's 7 books, so I won't be disappointed that there are no more. I really like this movie, and I'm so mad that they didn't continue the movies because, like, it would have been so good. I don't know. It's a great concept. Everything about this is so good. So I'm excited to read it. But I've had this for like probably like over a year and a half. I've probably longer than that. I've had this for a long time. I bought the first 2, this one and the second one, and then I just never read them. So this is the month. We're doing it. This is a non-negotiable. I need to read this book. I need to read it. I have to. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Aww, we're gonna read that one. But I don't have much to say. The author I don't know too well. I don't know well at all. It's the only thing I've seen of his, but I don't know how much it's hard to gauge how much authors are incorporated in the movies because like Percy Jackson, Rick Riordan was not, I don't even know if he watched the freaking movie because he was so like disconnected from it, but now he's like really involved in the TV series. So it just like depends. I know Stephanie Meyer she was pretty involved with Twilight. So it just like depends. And they I think they asked her like how much they could take out or like what they could change and stuff like that. I'm pretty positive I saw that somewhere. But then like Harry Potter's, it was J.K. Rowling. I don't know how much she was involved. You know what I mean? So I don't know how much this author was involved in the movies, but they ended them. So teardrop. Okay, book number 4 I want to read this month. Again, maybe not in this particular order, but I hope that I stay in this order because it'll be perfect if I read it in this order. But this is the first Harry Potter book. This is The Sorcerer's Stone. I am so excited. Again, J.K. Rowling, like we were just talking about. I don't know how involved she was in the, excuse me, I don't know how involved she was in the movie and stuff like that, but I'm excited to kind of compare. I've heard, like, my friend the other day, we were watching Harry Potter, and I'm like, yeah, I haven't read the books yet. And she's like, you what? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, like, I'm a diehard Harry Potter. My Harry Potter palette is the love of my life. I needed that collection because I love Harry Potter so much, but I have not read the books. And so I finally asked for them for Christmas. The movies are so good. I could only, actually it's kind of, it could go either way. I read the Lord of the Rings and I was like, oh my gosh, the books are so much better. I knew that the Hobbit was better than the Hobbit movies because they decided to make 3, which was stupid. But the Lord of the Rings, the books were so much better. I was like, what the freak, movies? Why did you do this to me? Like, we would have been watching a 9-hour movie if they put everything in there. It's true, but I would have watched it. So I don't know how different these are, but I'm excited to read it. And obviously I know the story, so it won't be, like, it won't take me long. It probably will be pretty fast, but I'm very excited about this. I'm very excited to see. I don't like these covers though. I think they're so ugly, but beggars can't be choosers here, you know? Very excited to read that. For this, again, any series, this one is just the first book this month, and depending on how, I'll kind of gauge where I want to read next, like what series I want to read next first. I like, last year I did where I would read one book from the series and then through a bunch of other different books throughout after that, then only do one per month unless I was super attached to the series. So hopefully I'll do that because I know the Harry Potters, again, I know the story, so I know I won't like be a like diehard want to read these all super fast, but I know I'll be able to read them each month because I know they'll be good, you know what I mean? So I don't know. Anyway, next I want to reread. This is the only reread. Yeah, this is the, oh no, maybe 2 rereads, but this one is Life and Death from Stephanie Meyer. I couldn't decide between this one and the one, I always forget the name of it. Midnight Sun, because that one's in Edward's perspective, but this one is the whole story in just opposite, and so I'm very excited about that. If you don't know, this is Edward, so it says, you know Bella and Edward, now get to know Beau and Edith. So Edith is the vampire and Beau is the human, but again, it's the boy is the human, the girl is the vampire. So it's honestly an amazing like take on it. I don't think it, like, I think this is great. I wish this was a freaking movie because I would watch it all the time. And then it ends a little differently, obviously, because there's only one of these. So it's really cool. I really like this book a lot, and so I'm excited to reread it. I love Twilight, and I know people hate it for I don't know what reason, but I'm a Twilight lover. I'm a Twilight-aholic. Did you guys watch if you're a Twilight-aholic, did you watch the, what is her name? It was Alice, but I don't know her real name. They did the Twilight Effect podcast. So freaking good. They ended it, which I stopped watching it then because they came back for a few, but then I stopped watching it. But they like interviewed some of the characters, and I was like, I live for this. This is what I needed in my life. So 10 out of 10. Maybe I'll reread all the Twilights eventually, but for now we're gonna just start slowly because we got a long wish list, yo. Oh my gosh. What I think is so funny is that we're gonna talk for a while because I love to talk, but what I think is so funny is I've seen some people's like I'll see like their thumbnails. I don't watch too many booktube videos, and that's just because I only really like romance. Honestly, some adventure for sure, but again, it has to be very specific adventure. Like I like the Hunger Games, but like Peeta and whatever her name is are like their goals, so like you love that. But like again, like Percy Jackson is a little bit adventure, Rick Riordan, like I like adventure and a little bit of like what is that word? Not mythology. I mean, I like mythology, but I just mean like like monsters and things you fight, or like whatever those are called, like vampires and werewolves, and I like all that kind of stuff. But I typically like romance a lot, and I like that most of those stories have a little bit of romance in them. So watching like other people's videos, they like so many different different genres that they usually like, they talk about so many books that I wouldn't be interested in. But I should have called this like only love stories, you know, or romance. No, I will definitely read recommendations that you have that are not just romance, because I have a couple too that I need to read, but I just, again, they're not my favorites, so I don't read them right away, and I could get into them. Anyway, I don't even know. My point in saying that was that I don't know how they freaking have any money in their bank account, because they have to buy so many books. I'm like, I have a long wish list, but typically they're all love stories. Like, that's mainly what they are. There's a few maybe that are not, because I know my friend just recommended a few. But genuinely, I'm like, how do people like freaking, oh my gosh, how do these people have money to keep buying all these books? I only like this one genre, and I don't have money. Anyway, let's go with the last book on my TBR. This is Percy Jackson. Wow, this is Rick Riordan's The Lost Hero. So this is the Percy Jackson second series, where it's Percy Jackson, but also it's the Roman gods, and then the Greek, well, no, it's the Greek gods, then the Roman gods as well. So it's actually really cool. I did read this series already as well. This, I'm like, do I want to reread it? I don't know. I do want to reread it. That's the truth. I do want to reread it. I just don't know if I want to reread it right now, because I have so many other books. I'm like this. My train of thought might not go here right now this month. You know what I'm saying? So the other option is, instead of this one, I would read the Abby Jimenez book as my sixth, or maybe read all 7. I don't know how fast I'm gonna finish all the rest of these, but just know this one might not get read this month, which is okay, because I did again read the series. This book is homeless. I need a new freaking book. I like to buy my series. I like them to look nice, honestly, but like when I move and like everything they go through, it's really hard to keep them looking nice, especially if you've had them for quite a few years like I have. I think also like my sisters read these. Like, I think they, I don't, actually maybe they didn't. I just feel like I let people borrow this, and I don't know. I think I want to read it. I'm just reading again the pages. I think I'm going to read it. Anyway, so those are all the books that are on this month's TBR. I'm so excited. I'm going to go home and probably start the People We Meet on Vacation. There's so many options. I'm like, I don't know. But yes. Let me know again what books you're reading this month. If you have any recommendations, different genres you want me to step into, let me know. Again, I'm very particular. I don't like bad books. I don't like certain books either. So help me out. Help a girl out. Let me know. But also let me give me some exposure experience. So anyway, that is it, guys. I still haven't thought of an outro, but I love you guys so much. Thank you for those of you who are, you know, supporters and you love these videos and you keep watching, because I appreciate it. Like, I appreciate it so freaking much. Anything that you want to see, let me know. Anything that you think I could do better, I could change, let me know, because honestly, like, this is, I'm beginning something new here, and I'm very excited about it, but I honestly don't want to get too, like, ahead of the game here. Anyway, now, bye. Bye!